Imagine a man who dreams of a universal alphabet of human thought, a way to resolve all arguments with a simple calculation. A man who invents the language of modern computers 3 centuries before the first one is built, and a man who goes to war with Isaac Newton over the invention of the most powerful tool in mathematics. This was Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz, perhaps the last man to know everything. Born in Leipzig in 1646, Leibniz was a staggering child prodigy. By the time he was a teenager, he had mastered university-level philosophy and law, and had set himself a lifelong goal to create a characteristica universalis, a perfect, logical language that could express all scientific and metaphysical concepts, allowing disputes to be settled by saying, "Let us calculate." While he never completed this grand project, his search for fundamental principles led him to a monumental breakthrough, the binary system. He saw that all numbers could be represented by combinations of just 2 symbols, 1 and 0. For Leibniz, this was not just a mathematical curiosity. It was a profound philosophical and religious image, representing creation itself, God the one creating the universe out of nothing, the zero. He had discovered the fundamental language of the digital age. But Leibniz's greatest battle was fought on the field of mathematics. At the same time as Isaac Newton in England, but working independently in Paris and Germany, Leibniz developed a new form of mathematics to describe change in motion, infinitesimal calculus. While Newton's approach was focused on physics, Leibniz's was more abstract and philosophical. Crucially, he created a system of notation that was far superior. The elegant integral sign integral and the dy/dx notation for derivatives. It is Leibniz's language of calculus that the entire world uses today. This simultaneous discovery led to the most bitter intellectual property dispute in history. Newton and his allies accused Leibniz of plagiarism, a charge that has since been thoroughly discredited. The calculus wars split the mathematical community for a century, a toxic feud between 2 of history's greatest minds. And his intellect was tireless. He designed a mechanical calculator called the stepped reckoner, the first to perform all 4 arithmetic operations. As a philosopher, he famously concluded that our universe, despite its imperfections, is the best of all possible worlds that God could have created. Leibniz died in 1716, his legacy tarnished by the fight with Newton. But his ideas were immortal. Today, every time you use a computer, every time an engineer designs a bridge, every time a physicist models the universe, they are using the tools and speaking the languages invented by Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz, the last universal genius.